Alright guys, let's continue this, and now what I'm going to go over is the parts to a bike, and then after this I'm going to go ride and show you how to ride it, okay? Okay. I'm fucking tired, I just woke up. Alright. You got, the back seat, main seat, foot peg, foot peg, foot peg, foot peg. Okay, then you got, right here, this is the shifter. If you're in a car and you got your shifter right here, you're shifting gears and everything, this is your shifter. It's on your left, it's going to be on your left foot. And then how it works is that the race setup is actually the opposite. But when it comes to a standard bike you buy out of a shop, what it is it's 1 down, 5 up. And what that means is that if you hold in the clutch lever right here, which is basically this is your left foot if you were driving a car, you hold that in, you push this down 1, it's going to go down into first gear. You put it up half, then it's going to go into neutral, and then, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, depending on the bike. Some have 5 gears, some have 6, and then if you're on a fucking scooter, then you have no gears, which is lame as hell, okay? But everything over here is connected. That's one thing about a bike. Everything is so compact, because you got your clutch lever right here. When you're pulling that in, it's going directly right into the whole clutch mechanism, and doing everything right there, okay? And then when you have, the main parts of the bike are honestly the front right here. You get onto a bike, you have the throttle right here, that's going to be the right hand. The front brake, that brake that's going to brake the front wheel right there, that's going to be the right hand right there, okay? You could get different types of levers, you could get different types of pressure on it depending on how you like it. You just got to go to a shop and have them do it properly. I mean, you could adjust them. You could get adjustable levers. That's nothing. But if you want to get some crazy brake setup or some stunt brake setup, you better know what you're doing or have somebody that knows what they're doing it. Okay, so you got throttle, front brake, the kill switch, which if you were to crash or anything and then your bike's still running, you just hit that immediately. This bike... this is specific to this bike, but you have the meters for, the miles and everything, and the miles, the lap timer, everything like that, okay? Alright, right down here we have the start button. Fork, going into the fork, there we go. Ignition is the front brake reservoir, has the brake fluid for the front brake. Right here we have a high beam, pass button, hazard light, turn signals. One thing about bikes on turn signals, you use a turn signal on a bike, you hit it, it doesn't go off automatically. You have to remember to press it in. Right turn, make your turn, press in. Got your horn right there, clutch lever right here, then your grips. Okay, then obviously you have your mirrors and everything. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything important. I don't think I am, but this video is going to be more about the riding portion of it anyway. One thing about living in Florida, man, it's fucking hot. So hot and humid. And I try my hardest to wear my gear. So, like today, for instance, I'm wearing my gear. I'm boiling. Okay, guys. What we're gonna do is teach you how to ride this thing. Let me show you a few things first. Turn that bike on. Hit 1 down if it's not already, because then you're going to be in first gear. When you release this clutch, look what's going to happen. You're going to move forward. The reason why that is because just like a car. You engage the clutch into the gear, you're going to start moving, okay? Front brake. Back brake is the right foot. I forgot to mention that. That right there is the back brake. There we go. Alright, so once you get onto the road, okay, there we go. Get onto the road, you slowly release that clutch, and once you release that clutch, you're going to start moving. And then just like a car, just like anything that has gears, you just gradually put gas in. It's all about, it depends how you're riding. If you're experienced, then you're going to do it dramatically. If not, then you're going to do it slowly. If you're not experienced, pretend you're coming from a stop here. Hold the clutch in when you start the bike. slowly release it, slowly put gas, and then you're good. Give me 1 second, I want to take this corner. Sorry about that, I had to. Okay. So you're slowly going. If you're gonna make a turn on a bike, like I said, make it so it's gonna hit the right indicator. Downshift is necessary. Turn in. One thing that's really important is make sure you're not braking inside of a turn. There is a technique called trail braking, but that's for more experienced people that know what the fuck they're doing. Nah, but for real, if you're just starting on a bike, you don't want to be trail braking. You're gonna end up just washing out the front end, and that's not gonna be well for you. You're gonna be really upset. Okay, so when it comes to braking, like if I want to stop right here, you're gonna slowly brake, front and back. On a sport bike, the brake ratio is about 70% in the front, 30% in the back, depending on the bike. The more super sport-ish you get, the more brakes are going to be on the front. But you are going to want to use the back brake. But you don't want to use it too much, because let me show you what happens when you use the back brake too much. If you just pound on the back brake, you're going to slide. I hope I got that on camera so you know what I'm talking about. But if you use that back brake too much, you're just going to slide out. You feel? You feel, homie? You feel? Yep. Okay, now the main part of the video. When it comes to steering a motorcycle, let me get up here. It's like trying to pull stoppies and shit. Alright, when it comes to steering on a bike, it's not like this. When you're between 0 and 15 miles per hour on a motorcycle, that's when you could go like this, because that's when the physics of the bike is going to make it so wherever you turn it, you pull in, pull out, whatever, pull in, pull left, pull right, that's where it's going to go, see? Right, left, right, left, right. It's going to go that direction. But once you're going over 15 miles per hour, what's going to happen is that you can't do this. It's just going to do this, because the way the science of a bike works is when you push in on a handlebar, look, like coming up to the stop sign, I'm going to try to go near it. When you push it on a handlebar, what happens is that the bike, you're leaning it over. So then once you're starting to get into a lean, you're pushing this. Even though the bars are going this way, you're going into a lean. You're pushing the bike more towards the right or towards the left if you're making a left turn. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Once you push it to the right, you start leaning over, and that initiates your turn. You don't need to initiate the turn with any type of movement like this, because like I said, if you start trying to turn it like you're on like a tricycle or something, all you're gonna do is that. And that whole phenomenon is called counter steering. Okay? So counter steering isn't anything special. It's something that we do naturally. If you're on a bicycle, you're gonna most likely do that already, and you just don't, you're just not even realizing it, because once you're over that miles per hour, that's how you're gonna steer. You're gonna lean a little bit. Alright guys, so that's my count and my 2 cents on counter steering. If you guys have any more questions, I'll make some more videos, okay? I'll make some more videos for you guys because I like you. Yeah! I had something else to say, but I don't remember. Okay, on to the next video, okay? The next video. Chase on Two Wheels, one of my favorite vloggers and one of the first ones that I've ever watched. He goes over the fantasy, the fantasy of riding. And when it comes to, you're riding, you do a lot of unsafe shit, and you don't even realize it until something bad happens. I totally agree. But let me restart this video and I'll tell you why I agree, okay? How's that sound? Alright guys, I'll be back.